Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are, okay? So much love to you all, my delicious little babies out there. Now then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by, and I hope that you too are having a super duper and delicious time wherever you are in the world, and that life is also treating you most wonderfully. So, much love to you all as well, my delicious little babies, okay? Now then, what do we do? 3, 2, 1. Oh, beam me up, my juicy little lads. Thank you, little lads. You're delicious and bright. Now then, today we are choosing love. Okay, my delicious little babies? Yes, we are. I really love this t-shirt, you know, okay? I just love the words, you know, it. Choose love, okay? Now then, if you do happen to enjoy my video today, if you could please click on the like. For others of you, please feel free to subscribe. For others of you, you know, please feel free to even leave a comment if you would like to, please and thank you. Now then, the weather in our neck of the woods, in the old UK, it could differ in other places. It's a beautiful day. Oh, yes, it is, okay? Oh, darling. Oh. So my neighbours up the road, oh, God bless him, Syrian. They're so beautiful. He's just had a heart operation, God bless him. Beautiful little family, honestly. One of the best families you'll ever meet. Anyway, so yes, the sun has got his hat on. Hip, 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 hooray. Okay, so yeah, it's a beautiful day. And when the sun's shining, we're all super duper happy. Okay. Now then, so what have I got for you today? Now, there's something I wanted to mention, you know, and I flipping kept forgetting. I'm hearing a lot of, very sadly, a lot of man and woman who are having thyroid trouble, you know, the old thyroid. Okay, but of course, you know, that's one of the most important glands in the body. But I'm hearing an awful lot, and I'm also hearing, and the thing is, I have to say this, I've never heard so much of it as in the past 2 years. And this is affecting both man and woman. My delicious little babies are actually having it removed. I know of 4 right now. Okay, so you've got 2 men, 2 women. God bless them. So I wonder what's going on here then, my delicious little babies. Okay, we wonder, don't we? Do you know what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? You know, why would doctors want to remove the thyroid if it's one of the most important glands in the body? Now, I do know a fair bit about this area simply because my beautiful and delicious, oh, how I love my beautiful dear Nana and Grandad, okay? My dear Nana suffered with her thyroid for many years, you see. But the thing was, she never had hers removed. But now we're hearing that there's, and the number seems there we are to be growing, doesn't it? Of having it removed. Which, of course, you know, one of the things about when you have your thyroid removed, and it's only from what I've been told, my delicious little babies, only from what I've been told, is that it's like, you know, we've got our saliva in our mouths, you know. Well, one of the things is that, you know, your mouth goes really dry, okay, that's one of them, okay, and another one, it's only from what I've been told, okay, this is individually now, okay, is that it can affect your body temperature, so sometimes you wouldn't know what your body temperature is, okay, it's only from what I've been told, my delicious little babies, okay, so this is not a good thing, is it? My delicious little babies, not good at all. I do not feel. So maybe for others of you out there, my delicious little babies, maybe you may come across some now that I've mentioned it. Yes, thank you, my delicious, beautiful little spirits. See how bright it went, okay? You may very well start to hear of more yourselves. But I personally, I do not feel that this is a very good idea. And what are they doing with the thyroids? There we are. The question, isn't it? What are they doing with the thyroids? Okay, my delicious little babies, just Food for thought, food for thought, okay? Some can say, God bless other body parts. What do they do with the other body parts? Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Only food for thought, only food for thought, okay? Now then, so let's kick this off. And God bless anybody who's had their thyroid out, okay? But like I said, it just seems to be growing for some strange reason. Anyway, so BBC is at it again, it seems. Now then, if you could please tap into the old space bar in YouTube. Okay, please and thank you. And if you was just to tap in redacted, okay? They're very much, I really like redacted, do you know what I mean? Not in that way, not in that way. I just really like them, do you understand what I mean? I just love the way they come across as well. Do you know what I mean? It's very natural, if you know what it's very natural, do you know what I mean? So, and anyone who I advertise, you know, I would say the same about any one of the delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? They come across very natural, okay? And that's what we want, isn't it? We do not want fakeness, do we? And we certainly do not want lies. You know, liar, liar, your bum's on fire. Do you see what I mean? Which is, of course, what our putrid BBC in the old UK does. They lie. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, everybody knows long time. They're full of shit. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But if you was just to type in redacted, and the video, please and thank you, my delicious little beautifuls that you are, the video that you'd be looking for is the one that's just been uploaded. BBC launches hilarious, yes, hilarious, my delicious little babies, disinformation. Been hearing a lot with these words, haven't we, in over 3 years? You know, misinformation, disinformation. Seems to be an awful lot of it, doesn't there? Okay, so BBC launches hilarious disinformation department to keep, wait for this, my delicious little babies, to keep you safe. To keep you safe, everybody. Right, okay. And it is redacted with Clayton Morris, okay? YouTube, they have 1.92 million subscribers, okay? So they're, you know, very large, okay? My delicious little babies, yes. But I just think they're really brilliant. That's me personally. And whatever videos that I do advertise, I think that they're all super duper brilliant, okay? My delicious little babies, yes. So, yeah, and what this is talking about, what Clayton, God bless him, not in that way, not in that way, what he's talking about, okay, it's a woman called, now her name's cropped up, okay, and it cropped up on our lovely UK column as well, okay, and this was months ago now, okay, very long time ago, actually, right? So, you know, you can find our lovely UK column, you know, with our own website. You only have to just type it in, you know, to a search engine of your choice, UK column, okay? And you'll go straight to it. And they're also on BitChute as well, my delicious little babies. But they're very good as well, okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, let me get back to this. So this woman, her name seems to crop up, you see, and her name is Mariana Springs. Now then, I remember when Debbie, our lovely Debbie, you know, not in that way, not in that way, on UK column, she, you know, asked to speak to this Mariana Springs. And, of course, she got no reply, do you say? So this is not the first time that I have heard your woman's name there. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, anyway, you should see her on this flipping video that our lovely redacted put out, this Mariana Springs. I've never seen a woman talk such shit in all my life. Proper shit. You should see her. And the thing is, she even flipping believes her own flipping bullshit. That's... Honestly, seeing it is believing it, my delicious little babies. Well, of course, what's that doing? If the BBC are putting that out and say that you've got viewers where they do not go on the internet or anything like this, yes? Okay, so their only source of news is that. What a load of flipping shat. Now then, what it is, and our little Clayton, you know, is flipping right, you know, with what he said, which is flipping bang on the money, the old ka-ching. Because, you know, at the end of the day, the thing is, in this past over 3 years, you know, because everyone's been called conspiracy theorists and, do you know what I mean? And none of this is true. You know, I've been called a conspiracy theorist, do you see what I mean? Others would rather cross the road rather than even talk to me. Oh, yes, that's how bad it was, my delicious little babies. Especially in the first year and a half of all of this silly flipping nonsense, the old pandemic and everything like this, yes. They just simply just did not want to listen, and we have to say God bless. But I may forgive, but I certainly never forget. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? And of course, you know, the way that I have been treated myself. And of course, others, God bless, you know, who have common sense like myself, okay, they too would be, I would say, ill-treated. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Well, of course, in the end, what does this prove? It proves that we were flipping done telling the truth in the first place. Do you see? It's been proven. It has been proven. Everybody. Do you know what I mean? So one must ask themselves a question now. Why the BBC are coming out with this? I'll tell you what I believe this is. My delicious little babies. I'll tell you big times what this is. Desperate times call, there we are, for desperate measures. That's what's going on here, my delicious little babies. Because you see, I've been done saying it on other videos. Yes, I have, okay? And I'm very proud to say it on my videos, okay? That at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much they try to keep a bin lid on it, okay? It's just not happening. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Because too many are finding out what's really going on. Do you see? But the ones, that, like I said, that we can never help are the ones who clearly, God bless them, because we have to say that, follow the old shitey flipping BBC in the UK. Do you see what I'm saying? But she was even done telling it, this Mariana Springs, and she was saying, you know, that they put themselves under different names. Do you see? I mean, I'm sure that with some of my beautiful and wonderful little subscribers, I'm pretty sure that maybe for some of those that they're not who they make themselves out to be. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not saying for the majority, no. But to me, they can put themselves under a different name. We've known this, there we go, long time. Do you see what I'm saying? And she was done telling it, this Mariana Springs, you know, showing you. Do you know what I mean? Pointing to, do you see what I'm saying? So, you know, when are they just going to, the flipping BBC, when are they just going to stop talking flipping shat and start to tell the truth for a change? Do you see what I'm saying, you my delicious little babies? Yes? So this is just to let you know, but please, if you take a listen to our lovely redacted, like I said, not in that way, not in that way, but, and just please, and you got to see your woman there, that Mariana Springs, you got to see her for what she is. Honestly, seeing is flipping believing. Piece of shat. But this is what we get back to, don't we? You know, the things that they do for ka-ching. I mean, imagine waking up every single morning just to go to work and lie. I mean, how do these have a conscience? Because I know myself in front of my camera, and by the way, I love my beautiful and delicious little subscribers. Yes, I do. I love you all so very, very, very much, and I want you to know that, okay? I'm just saying there could be the odd one in there who all is not as it seems. Do you see what I'm saying to you? I do not know which one, because I do not know all of my subscribers, very sadly. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But that's like me coming in front of my camera, okay? And I'm so very thankful and grateful that I can even do this. Do you know what I'm saying to you? I really appreciate it, you know. Because, you know, there'll always be, God bless, and thank you, somebody who will listen. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So thank you for that, you know, to anybody who takes the time to listen to me. But if I was to come in front of my camera and just blatantly lie constantly, well, I would not feel good in my mind, body or soul for doing that. In fact, I just could not live with myself. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Because I feel it is wrong. There we are, wrong. Do you see, my delicious little babies? Yes, that's just how I see things. But these, I call it old-fashioned Jamaican saying. Yes, they got no skin on the flipping bird traces, no skin on the face. Do you see? But as long as they're living in their, you know, posh homes and all this, driving the posh brum wheels, yes, and, you know, just basically living, well, I'll call it a fake life myself. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? As long as they're doing that, well, they're quite willing to just lie. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Me personally, I think it's disgusting. I believe that no matter who we are, you know, we should try our best. We really should, you know, to tell the truth. Okay? Because it's very important. And the reason why is because, you know, there's thousands upon thousands, God bless the beautiful little souls out there, right, who rely on, you know, whether it's YouTubers, whether it's on any platform, on any website, you know, it could be BitChute, Odyssey, Locals, Telegram, who else? Brand New Tube, Rumble, and Rockfin, okay? Well, all different platforms across the board, you know, and there's others out there who rely on listening to that important and truthful information. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So, no, not a liking. So, the BBC, putrid pieces of shit, are at it again. Liar, liar, liar. Bums on fire. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So, I just thought I'd tell you that, my delicious little babies, but it's well worth a listen, okay? Now then, the next thing I want to talk about, Ruby, please. It's all right. It's all right. It's our lovely postman. God bless. Not in that way. Not in that way. Okay. It's just she's barking. Okay, because she can hear our lovely postman. You know, because we have our regular ones. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. There's nothing worse than having like a different postman flipping every week. Do you know what I mean? Because of course we like to get to know on our road, you know, who's who. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, so let me go on to the next thing. So I apologise if our juicy and delicious, beautiful little Ruby Tuesday decides to bark, okay? You do not hear a bark that often, do you, my delicious little babies? Anyway, now, I was watching a video yesterday evening, so let me just have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. I'll tell you what, the sweat's flipping pumping out of me, you know. Mind you, going through this flipping change doesn't help, you know. It really doesn't, my delicious little babies. You just, you know, I sometimes wonder, when is it going to flipping end? Do you know what I mean? I'm not joking. I'm flipping, the sweat's pumping off me here. Do you know what I mean? I've only just not long come out of my juicy little shower. Do you know what I mean? I've got all the flipping doors open and everything, and I'm still flipping sweating like a PRG. Oh, I love little piggies. It's only a figure of speech, my delicious little babies. Anyway, so I was watching this video yesterday evening. I think it's about an hour long. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, what it is, if you was to please and thank you, tap into the old space bar. Films now. So it's two words into one. Films now. Movies. Films now. Movies. Okay, now, you know, if you could please and thank you, tap into the old space bar in YouTube, okay? Now, these, I've advertised them before, have 1.49 million subscribers, okay? Now, they actually bang out some brilliant videos, you know. They really do, okay? Now, this one, the video that you'd be looking for, okay, and it's a very recent one, my delicious little babies, right? It's not long been uploaded. And it is called Brain Doping brain doping, okay? Can you really hack your brain? Then smart drugs, okay? My Delicious Little Babies Smart Drugs documentary. So I should just repeat this once more, my Delicious Little Babies. Brain doping, okay? Can you really hack your brain? Smart Drugs documentary, okay? Now then, and like I said, it's films now, movies, okay, my Delicious Little Babies. Now, my thoughts after watching this video, okay, my Delicious Little Babies, it's very important actually, right? Now, it's about this man and... well, he has a lot of tattoos, okay? Now, what he does, I mean, please do not get me wrong. I mean, I've got nothing personally against anybody who wishes to have a tattoo. I know plenty of man and woman who have tattoos, okay? Me personally, I just prefer not to put anything like that on my body, okay? That's just me personally, but I've got nothing against others. Do you see what I'm saying? But I did a video, when was it, months ago, where I was talking about tattoos, you know, and usually you were usually found that for some, well, they've either had a, sorry, excuse me, either a troubling time in their life, you know, and so they, you know, they would get tattoos done for whatever reason that may be, my Delicious Little Babies, okay? But I did do a video months ago to do with tattoos anyway. But let me get back to this now. So yeah, so your man there, he flies a lot. I do believe, what did he say? He flies at least, is it 50 times a year? Okay, so that's a lot, okay? So it's with his line of work. Yes, okay. And so he has trouble with, in some cases, you know, with sleeping, or do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes. And, sorry, excuse me, and also that, well, to me, this only, to me, the way it came across to me, my Delicious Little Babies, I kept repeating that, didn't I? I just feel that maybe he was a troubled soul anyway. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. Now, he was even, you know, saying that, you know, he didn't, because of his line of work and everything, yes, he did not even have time to have a relationship with anybody, okay? You know, simply because he's going, you know, from place to place, you know, and he does these talks, you know, in different places and things like this, yes? Anyway, so he went to this place, you know, in this video, Martin Schlick Babies. Now, it's Silicon Valley. Oh, thank you, my beautiful little delicious little spirit. He went to this, did you say how bright it went? To Silicon Valley. Okay, now for some of you delicious little babies, you will have heard of Silicon Valley. Okay, for others of you, you may not have heard of Silicon Valley. Okay, but anyway, and the point is to all this is that he was looking for something like, you know, they call these like supplements and everything. Now, you know, I mean, we've got places like in our UK, you know, places like Holland and Barrett, you know, health and well-being, supposedly anyway. And, you know, I mean, I'm not knocking it. I mean, some, you know, get a great pleasure buying lots of supplements, do you see what I'm saying to you? But no, not for me. Anyway, and so he wanted something where he could... you know, keep himself perked up, do you know what I mean? Because he was suffering as well, tiredness, you know, getting very tired and everything like this. So anyway, he was doing like, it's like a little experiment, okay? That's the best way to explain this, okay, my delicious little babies. And with this experiment, just to see whether these supplements would work. Well, what I wanted to know when I was watching it, yes, what I wanted to know was what exactly was in these supplements. Now, of course, you know, You could have many different names, you know, I should imagine, you know, because it's like it's with anything, isn't it? You know, you'll, do you know what I mean? It's different names, what is in something. But I wanted to know, really know, what was in these supplements. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, anyway. So I even wrote this down, my thoughts. Pushing supplements, yes, crackers. Why? And something else. Why? I wrote this down as well. Why are they pushing the fasting? Now, as we very well know, okay, for most of us will know this, that say in the Muslim religion that they do fasting, okay? Now, I mean, everybody has different views on fasting, okay? But to me, and your man here, right, because he even tried it, you know, fasting, he said it's just not for me. You see, when I was watching it, and that's the beauty of when you watch these types of documentaries, okay, because to me, I do not see fasting, me personally, as being a very good thing. We were not born, okay, this is just the way I see things, my delicious babies, okay? We were not born, okay, well, to starve ourselves. So, correct me if I'm wrong here, my delicious little babies. That's just my thoughts with my noddle. So, and yes, your man there. So he never liked the fasting bit. And of course there was something else where they were jumping in a freezing cold, was it sea? In the sea? Well, I mean, I've seen that before as well. I'll tell you who I've seen that with. Oh, this is going back some time ago now. It's got to be over a few years ago. What's his flipping name? That chef, Gordon Ramsay. And who was he with? He was with, they're all chefs. What's his flipping name? The Italian one. Gino, is it Gino? And who's the other one? Because the other one's French as well. What's his name? Fred? Is it Fred? Anyway, the three of them. And they did, you know, like this jumping into a freezing cold, like little pool thing. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And that's all that time back. Okay, but anyway, the whole point to this documentary, right, was he just wanted to see your man there, what worked and what did not work, okay? Now, he really, and then he went through a stage where, yes, he was like having super duper energy, yes, and then he went through a stage where he just couldn't sleep, and then like he was getting, the way it come across to me, my delicious babies, he was getting a little bit agitated, you know, he couldn't even sit still. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So, my take on this video, well, I just do not feel that the supplements were the best thing, and your man there actually said the same thing. Do you see? But this is what has been pushed on to the world. Like, if you look at decades ago, you never had all of these supplements. You never had all of these things. Do you see what I'm saying? But this is, my delicious babies out there, okay? This is flipping big ka-ching. This is big flipping damn well business. Do you know what I'm saying? But why would somebody want to fill their bodies with all of these, there we are, supplements? Do you know what I'm saying to you, yes? But it was an interesting documentary. Yes, it was, okay? And, you know, it's good just to sort of look at, you know, somebody else's life. Not in that way, but, you know, and how their old noddle ticks. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, to me, if I was in his situation, well, really, to help himself, this is just how I seen it, my delish little babies, how he could have helped himself was maybe not travelled so much, okay? Not what I really mean is not putting all of that pressure on himself. There we are, because that's how I seen it. If you know what I'm saying to my delicious little babies, yes. You know, it's like constant pressure on himself. You know, instead of doing something like, and I was thinking about it when I was, you know, watching this documentary. I was thinking, well, why don't you just do something nice, like take your shoes and socks off, you know, have a lovely walk along a beach, if you can find a beach, or have a lovely walk on beautiful, freshly cut grass. Do you know what I'm saying, to my delicious little babies? You know, what is it? That's the word. What is it that your man there, it's like he was chasing, that's the word, chasing something. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. And I also find as well, because I've come across this as well, my delicious little babies, in my decades, because I've known some have been big time flipping workaholics. Do you understand what I mean? Okay. But I believe that they become workaholics because they don't want to, it's like they're afraid of just sitting and thinking. So it's like they're afraid of their own thoughts. So what they do is they keep themselves busy. Do you see what I'm saying, to my delicious little babies? That's just the way I see it. But if he was really just to slow down, that's really all that this was about, really. You know, you didn't really need to go to another part of the world to find that out. Do you see what I'm saying? But he just wanted to try these things. But yes, I mean, you know, I'm just not one for the supplement business, and I'm certainly not one for a fasting either. But it's rather amazing how we're hearing, I got 5 years, okay? Especially in the last 5 years, okay? Where it's like they're wanting to push out more and more to do with the fasting. So why? See, these are all questions that one must ask themselves. Why? Do you see? We haven't, like I said, we haven't come here to starve ourselves. You know, our bodies, okay, it's like food, water, okay, well, it's fuel for our bodies, isn't it? So we need food, water and sleep, don't we? Okay, so that our bodies can function correctly. Do you see? But if you're not eating anything, well, we've all been at that stage at some point in our lives where, you know, you get a little bit grumpy, or say if you're really thirsty, you know, you cannot get a drink or something like this. Do you know what I mean? It can make you really ratty. Like another one is sleep. Like if you cannot sleep, I mean, with some, oh, God bless the beautiful little souls, they suffer with a terrible, what's it called? Insomnia. I mean, God bless them. I feel awfully sorry for those who have, you know, I mean, me personally, for most, well, I can fall asleep on a washing line. That's just a figure of speech, Martin, little babies. I could just fall asleep anywhere. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes? Get me a park bench and I'll fall asleep on that as well. Do you see? There we go. Thank you, a beautiful little spirit. Do you say? I mean, I know myself that, you know, I mean, if I was deprived of my sleep, oh, flip me. Oh, talk about flipping grumpy little bear. Oh, I'm really flipping grizzly. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah, so I have to have my sleep. Do you know what I mean? And really, I should hope that for most out there, delicious little babies, they should also love them sleeps. Do you see what I'm saying to you? That's come out all the wrong way. They should also, enjoy their sleep. Do you see what I'm saying to you, sleep? Some of the things will come out with, yes. But if you're hungry, no. I do not believe that that's a good thing. Or you're thirsty, or you're tired. I do not feel that any of that's a good thing. That's just my opinion. You know, I'm just a woman with a view. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But yes, it was interesting to watch. So for those of you beautiful and delicious little babies, so that's all tipped off. that's my video for today. But yes, so I'm going to close my book. Yes, to me, it was interesting watching that video, I felt, anyway, okay? I mean, it may not be for everybody, but it's very interesting to watch these things sometimes. Do you see what I'm saying? So with me, I like to look at different types of videos, do you see? But yes, I would say after watching that, and I'm not into supplements anyway, it would be a no for me. Okay, but others, they thrive on these things. And another thing as well, like if you look at, just gonna have another sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. It's like, you know, when you look at these bodybuilders and all this, and then they buy all of the that's just come into my old noddle as well, and they buy the what's it called? You know, like all of this to have drinks and things like this, yes, and they have a lot of supplements. Well, anyway, I watched a video so many years ago. Oh, yes, I did, on that as well. So that's just come into my old noddle. And yes, I mean, a lot of what has been sold to these bodybuilders, okay, is actually no good for them. There we are, at all. Okay, so, you know, it's putting all this fancy packaging and everything, yes. But, well, if you just kept taking it, well, it's about as much use as a chocolate teapot or an ashtray on a motorbike, which is actually for your body no good at all. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, so this is why I just feel that for others, maybe a good thing to do would be to try and find something else. Do you see what I'm saying? Rather than, because what this is actually doing, my delicious little babies, is it's feeding these companies. Do you see what I'm saying? And they're making loads of ka-ching, but ones do not know everything what is in these supplements. Do you see? That's all that I'm saying. Nothing more, nothing less, okay? So that's my video. So thank you once again for even taking the time to listen. And wishing you all, wherever you are in the world, a beautiful morning, afternoon or evening, okay? Please enjoy yourself. You only ever get one life. Please continue to lift the vibration and choose love. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes? And also, please give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand to some family members, some friends and some work colleagues, okay? And please tell them that they're super duper wonderful, super duper juicy and super duper delish, and that you love them so, okay? Because when you say you love somebody, you got to let them know about it. Yes, of course. And we've got to spread the love, okay? So until my next video, okay, sending you all so much love, my delicious little babies, okay? You're super duper beautiful and super duper wonderful and juicy and delicious. And I love you also, okay? So until my next video, much love. Take care. Thank you. Goodbye.